Hey, what's up everyone? Today I'm going to do a little project that's not on the Sienna or the IS. I'm doing some testing out some HID stuff on my brother's Accord. He's got I think a 14 or a 15 Accord Sport. A couple years ago we did a HID conversion on it, like actual projectors. I used a set of projectors I had laying around off of the I think they were off either a TL or an Avalon, the 4th gen. They're the same. They're all the same projector mounting and all that on the Accords. And actually, the Accord and the Sienna and a lot of other cars share the same projector mount. I originally bought those projectors to use on this guy, but then I ended up using the Morimoto T4L projectors on there, or TLRs, the replicas. On here, which were nice cutoff, and they were, really nice cutoff and output, and they were like $120 or something. So I still had those laying around. I just threw them on my brother's car. He's running some cheap DDM ballasts on there right now, and I gave him some of my old Morimoto 3.5 bulbs that I had laying around to throw in there, and he's been using it for probably a year and a half now. And I drove it recently, and the output sucks compared to the IS or the Sienna. The Sienna's got I'm running CBIs with some the D4 the D4S ballasts, the Densos out that I took out of the IS, and the IS I'm running the LED projectors. I think they're the CN Light bi-LEDs on them that I did the retrofit on. And yeah, the output, even the LED output on here, blows those HIDs out of the water on that. So on his car, he's got it pretty rigged right now with the DDM ballast just mounted here. And when we did the projector retrofit, we just you can't really see it, it's dark right now. Maybe I'll grab a flashlight and I'll show you guys in a second. But yeah, we just used the original caps, and I bought some amp to D2S converters, because these DDM ballasts use the amp connectors on them. So I got a flashlight. Let me see if I can get down in here. So yeah, you can see the D4S. That's the red and black connector back there, and it's runs into this. This is the igniter for the DDM, and it just hooks with the regular amp connectors that come with most HID kits. So I suspect that the poor output has got something to do with these cheap DDM ballasts, which I think you get the whole HID kit for like $50 in combination with those older Morimoto 3.5 bulbs that we used on here. So I'm gonna actually park this back further, use the garage door, and put a light meter up to see how well what the difference is between all the different ballasts and lamp combinations I'm going to try. So this is the first test, very unscientific. I just basically put a light meter. I left the car over here parked. I'm only running one side, the other side is just the DRL right now, just for this test. But what I'm doing here is, so I'm just recording. So this is the DDM with the XB335 bulbs that he's running currently on one side. So we're getting about 120 lux from the end of the driveway to the garage. Usually they want you to be 25 feet away, but I don't have 25 feet. So we're just gonna do this test using this this setup. So the first ballast I tried was this Bosch Replica that I've been using for 10 years on the IS. I've let it warm up for a couple minutes, so about the same time I let the other one warm up, what I'm going to do is turn off the engine and then take a reading of the light level without the engine on, so it's all the same. So the reading, what I thought I was going to do a little bit better, but actually this ballast got 10 less lux versus the DDM. So my next ballast I tried out was Workhorse Denso Slim. That thing's up. It's been firing for a couple minutes now. And when I'm looking with the engine on, we're actually getting lower light levels than it was with the Bosch ballast, the Bosch copy. So with it, it's actually getting 126, which was 5 less luxes than the other ballast. I have a feeling these bulbs are just really bad on here. Hopefully when we try the next with the XBs, it'll be much better. Alright, so the last ones I'm trying are the XB Morimotos right now, and the light looks comparable to the Densos I just took out, so I'm not gonna record any more than that. It's about the same. It's like 125 right now. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna shut it all off and change the light bulb and see if it's the light bulb that's the issue. So I put in those XB35 Morimotos in to replace the older Morimoto 35s, and right off the bat, right now I put the DDM ballast back in, and I'm getting 185, almost 186 compared to the 140 that I initially got, and it's slowly climbing as it warms up. So I'm gonna let it warm up for a little bit and get a steady state lux output in a couple minutes. But yeah, that's a huge improvement. I kind of knew those 3.5 lamps or bulbs weren't that great to begin with, but you know, that's a huge 25% increase right there using the same ballast. So I'll continue the test. I'm gonna leave the car on for the rest of the test because I need the power. The battery's low on this car, so it'll be pretty consistent between the new bulb with the ballast test. But we're up to 188 now, so it's climbing. It's probably gonna hit 190 before it's all said and done. So I just tried out the Bosch copies that I had off the IS, and as the bulb starts warming up, it's actually causing I don't think the ballast is getting enough current from the OEM wiring on this car, so it's going to cut out as it climbs up to 160 something lux on the meter. So any second now it's going to cut off. So it happened with both the ballasts. So I tried one, I thought it might be a defective ballast, and I tried the second one and it's doing the same thing. So yeah, I don't know if it's the wiring, the amps being drawn or what, but this, I've tried it about 5 or 6 times now and it keeps on shutting off at a certain point. But right now it kind of got up to about 172, 173, and it's actually staying on. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I'll try the next ballast now. So right now I'm working with the Denso Slim. I've got it running for about 2 minutes now, and the one thing with the Denso Slims is it starts up really nice. It actually fires it up to 200 something lux, but then as it stabilizes, it gets down to the normal operating lux or output. So right now what we're at is about 176, which is not even close to the DDM ballast. So that's kind of disappointing to me because I was expecting these Denso Slims to work much better, but they're actually providing lower output than the DDMs. Alright, so the last one I tried right now on the initial test was the XB Morimoto 35s, and I let it stabilize and warm up for a couple minutes like the other ones, and we're actually hitting about 183 right now, 184, which is still 7 lux less than the DDMs we're hitting. So it looks like the DDMs are the clear winner. I'm still kind of disappointed that the Denso Slims didn't hit it. So what I did was I've got a Denso Slim brand new in the box. I potted this one. It was a spare I bought a couple years ago. I have 2 of them, but I'm gonna try this out next to see what a brand new out of the box Denso Slim does. This Denso Slim is brand new. Has the original D2S connector. I bought this harness pigtail to 9006 for it, so everything pretty much is brand new on this. The one difference is this is going to be a direct to a D2 socket versus what I've been testing on here, which was a converter to amp. So I don't know if that makes a big difference, but I've got the brand new Denso Slim wired directly into the lamp, plugs up, and has been up for about 2 or 3 minutes now. And first thing I noticed, it is performing right on par with the Morimoto at 182, 183. This is still about 5 or 6 higher than the older Denso Slim. So obviously that, you know, how many ever years of use I've been using that other one has taken a little toll on the components, where the output is you know, deteriorated a little bit on the ballast. So that's how we got it. So I'm gonna put the DDM back in and see how that works. Alright, so I put the DDMs back in, I let it warm up, and as advertised, they climbed back to 195, 196 lux, which is the highest out of all of them so far. So for being a $50 kit, the ballasts are actually not that bad for this test that I did compared to other more expensive name brand stuff. So pleasantly surprised. Alright, now that we're done with that test, you can kind of see there's a big difference between the brand of bulbs, the quality of bulbs that you use for your HID kits, and then also the ballast that you use also. So you know, there's a lot of guys on these forums and online that, you know, that just use any generic cheap Amazon, eBay kits, and you know, they really don't care because it's all plug and play stuff. On these retrofits that we do with the actual D2S or D4S or whatever projectors for Morimoto or the OEM ones, you know, it matters on what kind of ballast and lamps you use based on the output you're looking for, and just quality and reliability. So I learned a few things on this test. You know, all these years, really what I've been doing is kind of using what I kind of knew. I knew the OEM stuff was always good. As far as bulbs go, I used to, you know, everybody likes to stick to Osram and Philips and those name brands, and there's probably a reason why you do that. You know, so like these ballasts. So, you know, the Denso Slims, they, you know, it kind of disappointed me that the output wasn't as great as I thought it was going to be, because this one has always been the workhorse, is the tried and true ballast. The one thing I do give it is the startup time is almost instantaneous. When those things turn on, they actually fire higher than the steady state and the, you know, normal output. Well, when I was firing this up, I saw it went from about like 250, 260 lux, and then down to the 180 or so that it ended up being at. So obviously a circuit in there is OEM quality. They've got all the best stuff in there. You know, these are actual OEM ones. They're not copies. You know, this older one that I've had since 2003, this is well before they started copying them. This was out of an IS300 at the time. They were practically brand new when I got them with the Philips bulbs that came with it. And these I got from TRS a couple years ago. They had them in the clearance section for 60 bucks each, which was odd as hell. I hopped on 2 of them for the $60 plus whatever discount they had at the time, so just to have them laying around, because right now if you go on their site, these are well over $100 each, and they might even be used, not even new in the box. There are a lot of copies and replicas and generic, you know, fakes of these on the market right now, so you know, you got to be careful what you get on those. And now that I potted them all, they're weather resistant, weather safe. I could use them anywhere in the car. You know, I get water, whatever, soak them in water, they'll still work fine. The Morimoto XBs 35s, the last generation, they, you know, they're a decent ballast. The startup time is not as good as the Denso Slims, but you know, they get by, and you know, lots of people use them online and on all the forums. So you know, they do have a lot of people complain about failures, but Morimoto is pretty good about replacing them under warranty. So that's, you know, that's still a go-to for the price point. If you're going to go aftermarket, I really recommend Xenon Depot's I think they're extreme kits, which are really use the Hilux ballast. Hilux is right now is the aftermarket king of the hill. Morimoto actually is, like I said earlier, third partying them now with their XB label on them. They've got the window for the chip authenticity and all that stuff too. So, obviously, if Morimoto is going to use them and Xenon Depot is using them, and Xenon Depot just got bought by TRS anyway, so they're all under one company now. This one right here, these are those older Bosch replicas. Back in the day, I don't think I paid much for them. I paid probably 40 or 50 bucks for them. And on this test, obviously they didn't fire the XB D2S lamps that great, because once as the bulb was warming up, these things were shorting out, both of them. The one when I actually recorded it, it didn't. So that was probably because that was probably the third or fourth time I got those bulbs up to warmed up, and they probably didn't pull as much amp. So obviously there's some circuitry in here, or maybe it's the car, I don't know, but it's stopping it from firing as rapidly or as bright as it should be. And then those DDMs that were in the car, those were the biggest surprise to me for a $50 kit. I know a lot of guys on these forums that buy the plug and play stuff. They don't care. They buy their good price point. They're pretty reliable, because a lot of guys swear by them on these forums. My brother got a set of plug and play H11s before we did his retrofit, and he's been using them for 3-4 years now without a problem. So that's pretty surprising. So now I gave my brother the XB D2S bulbs, so that's about a 25% improvement over what he had before, or Morimoto 3.5. So I wasn't using them. I've got a whole box of crap. If I ended up using them again on the Sienna over here, if these CBIs on the D4S ever burn out, I'll probably switch to the CBIs or CBBs for D2S, and then put one of these Denso Slims back in. I was running these Denso Slims before I put the other Denso D4S in there that I took out of the Lexus. So hope you guys got something out of this video. If you like what you learned, motivate you to go try something new on your car, just like, subscribe, leave any comments on here. I'll be posting up stuff I do to cars all the time, periodically when I have time. So I just want to keep this channel going. Thanks.